That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They'll go right back to him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Got his man all by himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Dances away from the heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play, but sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to win this one.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They're working that left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Wide receiver shows motion. Will jet sweep pass. Inside the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Arizona! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Cam the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over San Diego State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? Motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets him back at the 8.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Texas A&M 10, Arizona 7.
Arizona runs out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Trying play action. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Great move there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Arizona lines up with a 1st and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneaks ahead. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
The corners are walked up tight. Defense might bring the house here. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They got zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll give it to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And sticking to the run. So look, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
Just plowing ahead. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
These corners going to give them some space. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Second down coming up. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain, and they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
He looks that one in nicely. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
and the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
The Wildcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. He lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. He wants to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that two-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really.
He tries to take the top off. A full dive to haul that one in.
And what a fantastic effort on that catch. That looked to me like it was just going to be a long incompletion. But how about stretching out, corralling the football, and this offense is on the move.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're trying to get to it. Safe completion on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted. Like, it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to...
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple of drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Farmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Quick strike complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
He's back at the 29-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arizona 35, Texas A&M 18.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Trevino. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he's got it inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Arizona.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Looking to pass on second down. This time on target. Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green ahead. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to North Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it on the right. Got a lot of running room. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Slide 22. Slide.
Trying to pound it in. He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. He's is looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Defense showing blitz here. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Coming up here. Strong, firm tackle. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Getting some heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Still looking on the move. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
2-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.